Hello, and welcome to Tier 1 Silverstone. It's me, Martin, and today I'm joined with...
Me, Jeff, hello.
And as we can see, we're having a quick look at the standings. In first place is Kevin Balaj with 85 points. Fox Johnson in second with 60. Hamadir and Housley are around the wrong way. Housley is a point ahead of Hamadir. But it's very close in the battle for second at the moment. Caspers is there as well. Peel, who no longer races, had a solid points haul before he retired from the league. So it's all to play for still. But first of all, we're going to have a 2-minute silence for Remembrance Day. Thank you very much for sharing that 2 minute silence with us. And now we move on to the event that we've all been waiting for. It's a lot of people's favourite tracks here. We're missing only a few left to pick their teams. And we've got 4 minutes till the race begins. Does anyone have any predictions on who could win today? Nothing in chat at the moment. Me, Amethyst Racing, whoever that is, yes.
Excellent prediction. He's. Give me a second.
And 3 minutes now until race time. Will Balaj further extend this lead? Is Fox Johnson, Hamady and Housley gonna make ground up on him? Or are we gonna have someone else? Yes, you're gonna win tier 1. You haven't won a tier 2 race yet, but you're gonna win tier 1. I believe in you. That was a violation. I'm so sorry.
Monk's winning tier 1.
One day. I think.
Okay. We need 2 people to pick their teams.
Yeah, we need 2 people to pick their team.
Davies and Alex.
Yes, and we're going to be cracking on right on time at this rate. Love to see it. It's Byland, by the way, Jeff. He's changed his surname. It's Byland.
I'll still probably say Davies,
I
sadly.
know you will. DM Davies to tell him to ready up. Oh, what? It's I better. There we go. Alright. First hydrate done. I better prepare.
Oh no.
I am prepared.
Can we disable hydrate for today? Luke's gonna be drunk.
I'm gonna be fine.
Oh god. Please don't use down hydrates. 23k on hydrates, please no.
I beg not.
Oh, we nearly have a full grid.
We do not. Wait, who's the 19th? Oh, Xenius.
Well, we have.
It's just we're just missing one McLaren. Van Dam is not able to attend today. Last minute dropout.
Unlucky.
But Jeff, if you'd like to let the drivers know that they can ready up.
Oh, excuse me.
Today I am without beers, so I am just drinking Coca-Cola.
Cap. I don't believe that you are drinking Coca-Cola. It is unlike you to drink something non-alcoholic.
It's probably the best track for me to name all the track names. Right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Grab your popcorn, grab your drinks. We're about to
19
go.
drivers. We're about to get on the way.
Have you mentioned the grid penalties?
There is a lot. Yes, we did mention it in the briefing. There is a lobby restart for grid penalties.
I more so meant to the stream.
I can't remember all of them right now.
Well, one of them is not a grid penalty. It's why Ferrari have a reserve racing today.
Yes, Marco Mangano has received 6 penalty points, so we'll be missing a race.
Yeah, he gets a race ban. Yeah. And if I'm not mistaken, his brother has an 8th place.
Yes, his brother has an 8th
Indeed.
place.
And Connor McKeever has a 5th place.
Very true. But the car's setting up. IRL qualies Inters. Oh boy!
Oh boy, oh.
19 drivers here. Who will be the first onto the track? First one to bite the bullet.
I am curious.
And I see a Red Bull and Hawkins both out. So the track's about to get lively. And it's a Williams out as well. It's Balaj. Balaj will be leading them out of the way.
A lot of people going out immediately.
Well, mediums, are you alright, lad?
I did not say mediums.
But yes, it's going to be Balaj leading us out as he's coming through. He's gone through Village and he's through the loop now. And towards Antry, and then it'll be Brooklands, Luffield and Woodcote.
I have a bit of a desync issue.
What is it?
Balaj is in the garage turning his wheel for me.
Don't watch Balaj then.
Well,
Balaj is doing perfectly fine for me.
hopefully he fixes on his next run out for me.
We do have a lobby restart, remember? So
Yeah.
as he now comes through Maggots, Beckett's and Chapel. Getting a nice big gap as there's a big crowd of cars further back there. Again, I reckon we might see someone else on pole for once. I can sense it. I don't know who, but I think someone else.
A lot of people like Silverstone, so I think we will see a mix-up.
But Balaj now starts his lap. So Balaj now will be coming through turn 1, which is Abbey, then through Farm Curve, which is turn 2, flat out through this section. Then you want to be late on the brakes as you come through into Village. Through Village he goes, and then it's going to be through the loop, turn 4 and 5. And onto that hanger straight, or the Wellington straight even. Gets the DRS flap open, and now he's going to be making his way down into Brooklands. Sharp left-hander, followed by a long-flowing right-hander of Luffield, and on the exit is Woodcote. You can try and hang it nice and close on. Oh, big snap for Balaj. Big snap, that's going to affect his time here. So Balaj now is on the old pit straight, and he's going to be driving down towards Copse, where Max and Lewis had that incident. Thank you very much for the follow there, but it's Balaj now coming through Maggots, Beckett's and Chapel. Through Beckett's now. Next call is going to be Chapel. Nut gets a nice good exit, doesn't touch grass on the exit there either, and he's onto the hanger straight now. And then it's going to be breakdown into 6th or 5th gear for Stowe. long right-hander of Stowe. Make sure you don't get too much curb on the exit, can really affect it. And then he's going to come through Vale here, and he goes into the pits instead, and I have been baited. So next up is going to be Byland. Now coming through Vale and Club, around the Club, onto the pit straight, and the start-finish line. So Byland will be setting our benchmark time of 1:28. And next is going to be Hawkins.
Oh, it's not Hawkins, though. Holy.
Over a second. Max next. Max goes in between the two.
6/10 slower than Hawkins. Hawkins has showed himself.
Rasmussen gets a big snap and he's a bit slower. Then it's Chappers. Chappers in P2 there with that time. Nice and competitive. Next is going to be not Piper. It's Caspers. Caspers goes even faster. Sub 27. And next is going to be not Hamadir. So it's going to be Britton goes P5, and now it's going to be Dirk starting a lap, possibly. I'm trying to work out who it is next on lap. Fox is on a lap here, as meanwhile Allard goes and Fox goes P3 there, and then it's going to be
with mediums.
Marquinhos, Fox on medium. Okay. As
That is a flex.
There's a car in the middle of nowhere. It's Allard coming out. Seems to have a bit of a moment there.
Let's see.
Who's next? It's gonna now be Hamadir about to start a lap.
Alert has stopped on track.
He has stopped on track. He's letting everyone go through by the looks of it. But now it's Hamadir. AFJ on medium is kind of a flex.
That is actually a big flex.
But it's going to be the Austrian driver of Hamadir now, coming through the loop. Gets a nice exit. He'll be onto the Wellington straight now. Nice long straight. We expect to be plenty of overtakes coming into
Purple
Brooklands.
sector 1 for him.
Very true. He's looking very racy here as everyone else looks to be coming into the pits. Hamadir hopefully going to be avoiding all the traffic up ahead as he comes now out of
should be able to.
And onto that back straight, which I believe is the Lewis Hamilton straight nowadays. Through Cops. Right on the line there for Hamadir. Really pushing the limits. And now
see, Alert lets him through. Looking good for Hamadir.
Turn 13, Young gets a bit of grass there. Might affect his time a little bit, but now he's onto the hanger straight ice and he gets through Chapel. He's through Chapel and through Stowe now he goes. Down into 6th or 5th, going to be really pushing hard. Car looking a little bit squirrely on the exit there as he comes into the late braking of Vale. Tight left-hander, and then you got the big double right-hander of Club. And then it'll be the second part of Club now as he gets another snap and he drives towards the line. Hamadir goes P5 with that lap time. And meanwhile, who
really
else is on that?
Good time.
Dirk is not
There's less than a 10th separating P2 and P5. Well,
Balaj is on lap. I'd like to point out Ule is on lap and is invalidated this. But Balaj has gone purple sector 1.
See, Kevin Balaj has also shown himself to be a very good qualifier.
Balaj has been phenomenal all round. He's got the whole package.
That is true. Whereas some drivers usually only have one or both. Yeah, one or the other.
Now coming through Cops. Going to really look to light up the timing board here. He's going to be through Maggots and Beckett's now. Then so that one's Beckett's there. Turn 13, Young Lane, then Chapel 14. And then onto the hanger straight. He's going to be driving down towards Stowe again. Let's see what he can do.
Stowe can be a tricky corner.
Stowe keeps it clean. No snap there, and it's going to be now through Vale. Tightly through Vale now, Club. The double left right hander of Club as he's going to be now driving towards the line. And Balaj puts it P1 by 2/10.
Jesus.
Balaj throws down the gauntlet and lets everyone know he is here to play.
Wow. That is one hell of a lap.
It's going to be Ule now who's on lap. He's invalidated again though. So Ule will probably make it into the pits here. So next up is going to be Britton is now on his out lap. So it's going to be the second round of laps. As there seems to be a yellow flag there. in a village. Can you tell me what's happened there to a stricken?
Trying to find out. It is Piper. I don't know if he's let people through or believe he was letting people through because he is still on his outlap.
Okay.
So he just did it very safely.
But everyone is on their outlap, so no one can't be on lap. So maybe he's thinking about
Sure.
position on the track.
Britain will be the next one on lap.
So Britain now starting his lap as he's going to come through the first corner of Abbey. Flat out around Abbey. Don't lift if you can. And he's going to now come through the farm curve into Village. Tightly through Village, whip it out around and then back round through the loop. Gets past the Mercedes without an issue. Mercedes keeping out of his way. And it's going to be Britain out onto the Wellington Straight. The track very busy again.
It's true, track has really picked up in traffic in the space of less than a lap.
Britain now through Luffield, and he's going to now come onto Woodcote. And he's going to now drive on the Hamilton Straight.
Up to Cobbs, a very hard corner to nail down. Uses all of the track he can.
Ooh,
and goes wide on Cops, and he invalidates.
I believe that then it will be Housley who's on lap, who's now just gone through Cops and he hasn't invalidated. So now come through Magnussen Beckett is Housley.
See, the swooping McLaren.
And then it's through Chapel.
Getting on the hanger straight now. Purple sector 2 for him.
2/10
up.
Oh, we said exactly the same thing at exactly the same time.
Jinx.
But now it's Stowe. Runs it right on the curve, pushing it right to limit.
It's
Two
true.
corners left. Vale, and then the double right-hander of Club. Thingy through the first sector, second sector,
Last
second
turn.
part, no issue. Puts it P7. And then the next, I believe, is going to
Good
be...
time.
And not Dirk, it's Fox Johnson is next, and he's coming into the pits instead. He invalidated, so it's going to be Xenius next.
Let's see.
Xenius, one corner left to go.
P10 for Xenius.
P10 for Xenius, and next up is going to be Chappers starting a lap by the looks of it. As it looks like Davies has had a big spin. Big spin there for Davies.
Byland. Don't know who Davies is.
Byland, yes, sorry, Byland. Can you possibly
doesn't
send
seem to have...
another invite, Jeff, if you've got him added?
I can indeed, yes.
As Hawkins, meanwhile, Hawkins has set the fastest lap. He right underneath our noses did that, and now it's going to be Rasmussen doesn't improve, but Marquinhos goes P8. We completely missed the fastest lap by Hawkins, and it's going to be not Casper's. It's going to be Hamadir next across the line, who's invalidated.
As it stands, I don't think Casper's can put up much of a fight to Balaj in terms of quality pace, because Balaj did one lap. And this was Hawkins' second run.
There's a yellow flag, Jeff, at Luffield. Can you tell me what's happening there?
Oh, yeah, it is Dirk. He went off. I don't know if he's got any damage.
That is not Luffield. That is the hanger straight you're looking at. Luffield would have been Woodenberg. As meanwhile, we're looking for, I think Davies is starting a lap, possibly, as Allard has left the session again. But Hamadir is starting a lap.
I've no idea what happened with Woodenberg. He doesn't seem to have damage, so got off easy with that one, I suppose.
Try and get Allard back in and DM him asking what's going on, because he keeps dropping. But it's going to be Hamadir now, going through Maggots and Beckett's. Round through Beckett's, no problem there. Through Chapel now. Nice exit, much better than last time. A little bit less grass, and he's looking a lot more racy, but he's got traffic coming up ahead. Hopefully they move out of his way. They both do. Through Stowe now.
Both do indeed. Ooh. We have a bit of a double stack in the pits by the two Red Bulls.
And it's going to be hammered in now with the final few corners though.
Let's see, last corner now. Looking like a very good lap.
P5.
Nearly a 27 flat.
And Allard has once again disconnected. Can you just find out what's going on with him?
Yeah, it's his connection.
And Ule goes P11. Ule puts it into P11 meanwhile. And the next person
in between, who is actually next? Let's see.
Fox, I believe, is out on the track, but I'm not too sure if he's currently on lap or
it is not Alex, he is charging his battery. He is about to start a lap, though.
So Alex is starting a lap, then it will be Britain on an out lap, Hamid is on an in lap, and Ule's on an in lap. So we'll walk you through, well, we'll run you through Fox Johnson's lap around Silverstone as he comes through Abbey, flat out, making sure to maximise as much curb as possible, then through the Farmer's Curve, and then he'll be bringing it, breaking it down nicely into Village, takes it nice and tight, swings it back out wide, right round for the loop. Loop being the fourth corner, the fifth corner, not really much going for it as he goes through. Normally in the dry you can take it flat out and pretend it's not a corner, through the Wellington straight now and on through to Brooklyn's tight left-hander, followed by a long flying right-hander of Luffield that flows nicely into Woodcote. He goes round Luffield now onto Woodcote, maximising as much track as possible, and now he'll be on the Hamilton straight. Through the Hamilton straight he goes, and now through Copse as well, and he's going to be leading us into Maggots and Beckett's now. Maggots and Beckett's flowing through nicely through the second part and the third part, and then he's going to exit the final part and then into Chapel. Takes Chapel nicely and runs, doesn't even run for the curb there, and he's going to be opening up the RS straight.
He's 5/10 up on his last time,
which he set on mediums, and now he's going to be swinging it around through Stowe.
Just look at how fast he takes up.
What an arsehole.
Well, let's see. Britain.
I did all of that.
Britain is on a lap.
Britain is on a lap.
He does seem to be improving by a tenth or so.
Hawkins
4/10 up nearly.
Hawkins is currently P1 and is the
That's true.
on an out lap as well. Balaj now also onto the track. These guys are looking to set their final lap, and hopefully this time that
See Britain coming to the last part of the track now. Onto the last corner now. It's gonna be P13. Right ahead of Dirk.
And the next car on track is going to be Hawkins. Hawkins, the new TP of Alpine.
Of Alpine, yeah.
Leaving.
Stepped down and decided to become Williams' reserve driver.
So here he goes through the first few corners, and then it's going to be down into Village, braking late as possible, swinging it out wide, rips it back around for the loop, out through the loop, and it's going to be onto Antry and the Wellington straight. Now through the Wellington straight he goes. It's going to be a long drive. Hopefully the traffic remains out of his way as he whips it round through Brooklands into Luffield. Taking a tighter line through Luffield, and he gets
a big snap.
Will he have enough time to set another lap? That's a big snap.
Hopefully his tyres regenerate, otherwise he will not be able to set up. As though is starting his lap now.
Balaj is starting his lap. As the replay has not worked for me. So we're going to go back to live.
See, Balaj now getting onto the... I do not know what this straight is called.
The Wellington straight.
There you go.
The Wellington straight. And he's going to be swinging it left through Brooklands. Tightly through Brooklands. And he's going to look to whip it back around through the long throwing right-hander of Luffield. And then once you've done through Lafayette, it's a little straight, and then it's bang on to Woodcote. Woodcote, where we can expect to see some overtaking moves possibly happen by people taking different lines. And meanwhile, the track ahead is chock-a-block.
Packed. It is so packed. A lot of people starting to
Balaj with clear air all around him here. He can really look to put a big lap time in here. Through now, Maggots and Beckett. Does Maggots, does Beckett. On through Chapel. No issue there.
Look at how fast he just is through Maggots and Beckett's.
It's purple sector, but it might not be currently enough to get ahead of Hawkins. He's got to make a little bit more time out here from Stowe. Nicely through there. 2-3 corners left. It's going to be Vale. Breaks late for Vale. Swings it right around. Then it's going to be through the double right-hander of Club. And then onto the start-finish line. Balaj giving it his all. And Balaj goes P1.
And he goes P1.
Balaj is your provisional P1. What a lap time from Balaj. Next up
is
Hawkins.
Hawkins now is going through Copse, but he is down on his time.
There's a spinner at the exit of Luffield on a...
There's a spinner. It is... I believe it is a Alfa Romeo of...
And Chappers has pulled out, and really affected a lot of people's times there.
Yeah, it was the Alfa Romeo of Polo or Molo. I forget his name.
So anyway,
Molo.
It's going to be Rasmussen first in P15 currently. Rasmussen whips it round the final few corners. Rasmussen improves to P14. Then it's going to be Marquinhos next. Marquinhos puts
a lot
it P7,
of drivers.
And then it's going to be Zenius goes into P8. Caspers doesn't improve, remains improves but not a position.
Housley crossing the line, P6, just ahead of Lewis Piper.
Hamadir, P5.
Lewis Piper puts it P5.
P5 for Piper. Dirk's gone up to P7.
Alex Johnson about to cross the line. He puts it P3.
And then it's going to be...
That is Davies. It, as Polo has retired. Molo, so sorry, not Polo.
Can you get the screenshots?
I will.
But there we have it. It's going to be Balaj leading Hawkins with Fox Johnson third. Caspers getting beaten by Fox Johnson by 300ths. Then Molo 2/10 behind that. And then Piper, the top 6, all under the 126. Hamadir and Dirk so mightily close to also getting under that time, but no doing. So it'll be Balaj, your current leading in the points of Tier 1, who will be leading us off in Silverstone. We quickly have to do a lobby restart. But there we have it. Balaj beating Hawkins by 200ths, 21 thousandths. Then Fox Johnson just ahead of Caspers. Molo there P5, Piper 6th, Hamadir 7th, Husenveld 8th, Housley 9th, Marquinhos 10th, Zenius 11th, Chappers 12th, Ule 13th. The top 13 all within a second. Then it's Britton 14th, Rasmussen 15th, Allard 16th, Bylund 17th, Nick Mangano 18th, and Woodenberg in 19th place. Woo! I'm out of breath from that.
I can tell you are. Done a lot of took us through a lot of laps there, so it is understandable.
So we're gonna quickly get ready to we're gonna switch back to the championship standings. As we look to apply the grid penalties. And we'll give you some music. Why is my replays not working? Welcome back. The grid is set. The drivers will be readying up in any moment now. Any predictions in chat? Who's going to take home the W?
My prediction is Balaj.
Balaj would be a safe bet. If Hawkins cannot spin though, he's a dark horse for this race. He's just got to make sure that his four wheels remain not spinning. And when I say not spinning, I don't mean rotating.
Not spinning.
I mean his car back end going in front of his car's front
end.
Not
going bilaterally.
Yes, if he can maintain that, he can definitely put the pressure on Balaj. And let's not rule out the guys behind as well. You've got Molo, Caspers, Fox Johnson. They might have a little bit more in the tank there for the race pace. You never know.
It's true. Sunday is what matters, not quali. Somebody said in chat if he can keep the 4G connection to the track, he might keep the challenge for the win.
If he gets the dub, we might have to call him 5G.
That was a good one. See, as we... Oh, race strategy. Before anybody's actually done theirs, what do you think we will see?
I have no idea.
Okay, what do you reckon from our top 3 qualifiers? Or at least what does chat reckon? Will we see a mix-up or will it be the standard of... Well, the usual, really?
I reckon it will be, hard
medium. One. Hard medium, says Monk.
Alright, so none of my hotkeys are working on stream. This is good.
That is always great.
So, I won't be able to switch to... Is it because I've left settings open? It is. Oh, fuck.
Elbozo.
Alright, all my hotkeys are back working. We're live. We're living. So we're going to have a formation lap. Here we go. So it's going to be Balaj leading us away here.
Yep, let's quickly check tires. Hards and mediums all around. So, top 3, Balaj hard, Forgy on mediums, and Alex on hard as well.
And then Casper's on mediums as well. Both the Alpines looking to be much better on the start.
Yeah.
As Molo's also on mediums, and then it's Piper, Hammerdeer and Hoosenveld on the hard. It's a good, solid mix between the two.
It is, yeah. A lot of, I'm kind of, I don't want to say I'm shocked, but there is more mediums than hards. It seems that the mediums are the more preferred option.
That is a surprise, unless they're expecting safety cars. Safety cars have been a big factor to weigh into.
Yeah, although I personally, I wouldn't really take Silverstone for much of a safety car track. Because Silverstone has a lot of runoff.
And there's a lot more reason to have a high impact accident.
True. But we'll have to wait and see. I do reckon most of the mediums are banking on safety car though.
You have to be.
Let's see though, as they are now about to...
Rapid on this warm-up lap. Look further back, cars are struggling to keep up.
I was about to say.
Look at the big gap Ule has over between Ule and Chadwick. That's probably going to get flagged up, almost certainly. That's a huge gap.
Yeah. It could have been a potential spinner.
Possibly a spinner. Of Allard. Allard spun. Allard has definitely.
Wow.
losing connection. But the front are lining up now as we're about to get ready to go. Who's going to be first place into that corner? Is Hawkins going to get the jump on them mediums? He's on the inside. He's on the right side to do it.
Will he go for a move into turn 1?
Here we go, though.
See 5 lights. They're out. No, they're not.
Not for them. Now they're out.
Now they're out.
A poor start for Molo. Molo gets bogged down. 4G doesn't get a good start either.
Hawkins gets left in the dust on the start by Balaz. Alex jumps ahead of
and there's a lot
Hawkins,
of people
and so does
Caspers. The exit.
A lot of position changes into turn 1.
It's Caspers and Hawkins zone.
They've all kept it clean. I don't believe it.
There's a little bit of running wide. There's a 4G and Piper getting a little bit side by side.
It's true. Somebody is spun, and it is Nick Mangano.
And Allard seems to be involved, but meanwhile, it's going to be Ballas who leads Fox Johnson, leading Caspers, with Hawkins losing 2 places. They're down into 4th. And further back, can you tell me what's going on further back, Jeff?
I am trying to. There is a lot of moves being made into here. Side by side are Byland and Britain. Britain gets the better of Byland going onto this straight now.
Molo side by side through Cops on Hamadir, and there's a little bit of contact, but Molo makes the move stick. What a move! Molo round the outside.
At the back, we have Rasmussen going wide, and Alart taking advantage of that, jumping ahead of Rasmussen.
Back to the front, it's Balaz who leads this train.
Housley on the rear end of Hamadir. Will he go for a move into Stowe? He decides against it. When I say Max Housley was on Hamadir's gearbox, he was sniffing it.
So we're going to have a look at that move round the outside of Cops there by Molo on Hamadir. Very tight stuff. And Rasmussen's in the pits.
Rasmussen has dipped into the pits.
Damage after 1 lap is not good for you.
That is never good, yeah.
But Ballas with a half a second lead already over Fox Johnson. We're on our second lap now. And it's Hawkins all over the back of his teammates. And meanwhile, Housley is chomping at the bit to get
Rasmussen has had to get a new wing.
So Rasmussen having to get a new wing.
Xenius, though, sniffing the backside of Dirk.
But he's also got Marquinhos sniffing his backside now. The 3 of them very, very close here. Who's going to get the better exit, though? All 3 of them hold station. And meanwhile, Housley ahead, really wanting to get past Hamadir.
It's true. Surprised we've not seen any heroics into Cops.
Big moment.
Dirk has run very wide, but he still kept the position.
But he's going to drop off the back a little bit, and it's now going to be Xenius under threat from Marquinhos. As we go into the hangar straight, Caspers as well, looking very close to
Let's see, Marquinhos going for a move on Xenius. Xenius giving Marquinhos a bit of a squeeze going into Stowe. Marquinhos keeps the inside line, giving Xenius space on the outside. Now going through the last few turns, Xenius has the inside and was the outside for the next turn, but Marquinhos decided to pull out and play it safe.
Lovely bit of racing from the boys, but Marquinhos eyes it up again. But I would like to point out the DRS is now open, so Ballas not able to get a second out.
It's true. Marquinhos going for a move into turn 3.
Oh, a little bit of contact.
Bit of contact. And he's dropped down 2 positions because of it.
And Chapper's actually almost... No,
No, he's side by side with him.
And meanwhile...
So Britain... I think we've just seen a piece of something fly. I believe that was decent, potentially.
And it's all very close between this lot.
It is so close. Chapper's side by side with Britain.
And Britain looks to have got through, but we're going to be coming up through Cops now. Meanwhile...
Street DRS and slipstream. There is no DRS here.
DRS
My apologies.
The slipstream
just slipstream.
This sport looking to absolutely have a mark.
You see, Chappers goes very wide.
Britain and Chappers both going very wide there. So that maybe frees up Marquinhos to maybe make another assault back onto Xenius. But meanwhile, back at the front, Fox Johnson isn't gaining on Ballas, and instead it's Caspers looking to threaten him. Caspers all over Fox's rear.
Will Caspers can look to make moves where Alex can't due
Is
to the
Housley
tire
gaining on
advantage.
Hamady, Jeff? Can you find out for us?
I am actually.
Oh, big moment!
My God, that was a big
Caspers
moment.
loses a big spin, loses traction there. He will not be happy about that.
Jesus.
And he has to make sure he's safe.
Thankfully, he was able to leave enough space for people going through, so he didn't see any
That was a
certain
big
death.
moment. So now Fox is
was.
going to defend Hawkins, but that's going to be joy for him. As here we have on the replay, it takes it a bit too tight, looking to maybe gain some time and loses connection, sadly. But meanwhile, Fox Johnson has caught up to the back of Ballas with the assistance of DRS there. And he runs a wider line here through Luffield, looking to make something happen, possibly down the back straight.
See, Alex is slightly gaining on Ballas.
The two of them here, as Piper's outside the second. We've got yellow flags there.
The yellow flag for Alara, yes.
I'm gonna keep on the front runners though. If you could have a look at what's going on further back, because there's a big crowd after dirt.
Chappers once again looking to make a move on Britain. Really close to the back of Britain, going for Maggots and Beckett's now. Onto the hanger straight. Britain does get DRS though, but Chappers has the advantage of slipstream. Will Chappers go for a move into Stowe? He does. Side by side they are going into Stowe. Britain with the outside line, Chappers with the inside. Britain's going to look for a move back on Chappers though. Chappers keeps the outside line for these last few turns and he maintains his position.
Chappers gets past Britain, and meanwhile...
And we see Byland go a bit wide onto the exit of the pit straight there, but he's not lost a position.
Meanwhile, though, Hawkins just set the fastest lap on their medium, so he's putting himself, reeling himself back into contention. The front three, there's a yellow flag, and it's Allard.
It's true, and it is Allard. He is spun and put it into the gravel.
Oh no.
This was after turn 3-4.
Oh, Marquinhos,
oh no, it was just before turn 2.
Marquinhos sends up the inside of Xenius through Brooklands. What a move!
It really is a good move. Showcasing you've got to have, well, I don't want to say courage. Yeah, cojones. That's the word.
But here we go.
But good move by him.
Very good move, and he's going to look to. There's no doing nothing getting back though. So Marquinhos is past Xenius, but they're out. No DRS for Marquinhos to defend from Xenius here now.
Molo on the back of Piper, looking for a move into Stowe. He makes the move cleanly just before Stowe actually, but Piper's not giving up without a fight. But nearly goes into the back of Molo. Also, good to note that Piper has used almost all of his battery. He was flashing on Stowe.
Jeff, Britain is in the pits.
Yes, I can see. We
That's
missed
a more
one
important thing. Oh! And it's Hawkins this time who lost a
God.
little bit of connection with the track, and he slipped down into 7th. He managed to save it before spinning, but he got
down to 3G.
I wouldn't have said down to 3G, but he definitely didn't have full bar connection. So it's now going to be Ballas with Fox Johnson chasing him down. The front two now 2 seconds clear.
See, Britain did have some wing damage.
And he's in the pits.
We missed where he got it because he didn't seem to have much of an incident with someone. Well,
that'll be free to attack as a Piper runs a bit wide there through Cops, down to the run through from Maggots and Beckett's. And the closest battle might be this of the front two now, as Molo is catching up to the back of them. Fox Johnson again with that DRS assistance, hanging on to the back of Balaj. And,
it's true, the grid seems to have settled a small bit now.
A little bit, but there are some mini battles. You have Piper, Hamady, Housley, Hawkins. Then you have the battle of Marquinhos, Xenius and Chappers. And then I don't write out Byland and Woodenberg with Ule behind as well. There's 3 very close battles, not including this one for the lead. But at the moment, Ballas is just holding Fox Johnson at bay.
It's true, let's Not much really happening on track currently.
So let's have a look if we've got a nice little replay there.
Let's see though, Britt and Rasmussen are really close to each other.
And it was the
Rasmussen
move of Marquinhos up the inside. Cleanly through he was.
It's true, Rasmussen was catching the back of Britain though. This is the back of the grid, however.
That is the back of the grid. I'm wondering if he got damaged. Can you focus on Hamadi though? Because I think Hamadi might be closing in here. Hamadi, this front four, the fourth through 8th is very close.
He's been bouncing around that 5/10 mark for a bit. He went wide into Kops there, lost a bit of time onto Piper.
Molo slowly closing in the front.
But Hamadir has reeled him in through the end of Maggots and Beckett's now onto the hanger straight.
And with the DRS, they're both on hards. Max will not be happy that he's not able to get past them on their mediums. Their mediums soon will be going off. Meanwhile, Xenius has made a move on Marquinhos. We missed that coming. Xenius up the inside of Stowe,
just before Stowe.
And Chappers would have watched that move happen as Hawkins is in the pits. I wonder if Hawkins possibly got damage.
It could have been a few laps back after his snap.
Very true, very true. Xenius actually just set the purple final sector there. Looking very fast now, Xenius is.
It's true.
Balaj with Fox Johnson behind, and Molo is making inroads on that gap slowly but surely on their mediums. How long before though? The mediums aren't the faster tyre.
It's true. Max is just trying to catch up to Hamadir, but the hards have warmed up now. The mediums wouldn't be much faster than the hards now.
And they have dropped Huizenveld off the back of their train, so Huizenveld is in no man's land.
It is true. Molo though is actually slowly catching up to Alex.
He is.
In P2.
Alex has been keeping between that 3 to 4 tenths range on Balaj now for the last few laps. As he seems to get a much better drive through the middle part of Maggots Beckett. But Balaj pulls it all back.
Does, but Alex does have the DRS advantage.
Oh! Alex is looking
he goes for a move into Stowe.
It's side by
side going into it.
And Alex is now your race leader. Hamadir, meanwhile, has done Piper in exactly the same move. The carbon copies.
Stowe seems to be the favoured position to make a move.
So it's now going to be Fox Johnson who leads, who takes the lead.
Balaj and Alex have just swapped around. Balaj is now 4 tenths on the back of Alex.
Will Balaj be able to make that back?
Potentially. We'll have to wait and see.
Molo's rear is
that is true.
And it's Piper, meanwhile, through now the loop, looking to make inroads back on
Balaj has lost a few tenths onto the exit onto the straight.
He has, meanwhile, Ule and Caspers are battling wheel to wheel here. Through the loop they go.
Indeed. Still side by side going onto the hanger straight.
Both with DRS as well. Ule on the hards, Caspers on the mediums. Through side by side still.
Oh, this was not the hanger straight, my apologies.
That was not the hanger straight, that was the Wellington straight.
That is, yeah.
But meanwhile,
see, Chappers keeps was looking to make a move on Marquinhos into Stowe. Kops, sorry, not Stowe. But I would say he did the smart thing deciding against it.
But now it's going to be Hamadir who's leading the train of 3. These 3 looking very racy together as Balaj has called back up to the back of Fox Johnson there.
That is true. Marquinhos looking for a move on Xenius though, does not make it. He had DRS, which Xenius doesn't. Xenius runs wide. Chappers runs a bit wide as well, getting himself a 3 second. And he tries to stick close to Marquinhos.
Fox Johnson, meanwhile, set the fastest lap of the race.
It is true. Balaj hasn't been able to get much closer to Alex.
No, they've been keeping between this 3 to 4 tenths gap. There was a while when Fox had a bigger gap, but Balaj pulled it back.
It's right here. Look, once again, Alex did the make it again, but Balaj is reeling him in with the DRS.
And meanwhile, Caspers and Ule are still battling again.
They really are going at
as it. They go through the loop side by side. This time it's Caspers on the inside, Ule on the outside. And it's very close. Ule gets 3 second time penalty though. As That one might be fought over, possibly. As they come through now, Brooklyn side by side. Ule tries to switch back.
Ule looking for the switchback. Oh, getting really close to the back of Casper's though. But they don't make contact, they go through cleanly.
We're going to go back to the leaders though, because Balaj is very close to the back of Fox Johnson here. And it's everyone's favourite overtaking.
Will he look for a move? Alex going very defensive.
Balaj swings out to the outside. It's through Stowe.
Alex defends his position well.
But now we got to go through Vale.
It's true.
And meanwhile, Molo's gone into the pits.
See Molo going into the pits.
And he sped.
5 seconds. I would say that's a pretty early time to pit.
Fox Johnson running a bit wide there as well. So now Balaj can really think about putting more pressure on Fox. I wonder if Fox is feeling the pressure of Balaj behind him. As who else is in the pit? Xenius in the pit.
Piper with a 3 second.
And Caspers is also into the pit, so the medium runner is only able to do 10 laps on their medium tyres by the looks of it. And Balaj here. Balaj hunting down Fox Johnson though. It's the Fox and the Hound.
Let's see, not much battling currently going on though.
This is the closest battle currently.
That is true.
Caspers has been in the pits for a very long time there.
It's just the Silverstone pits are very long. Caspers might have had to change his wing.
But meanwhile, here we have Balaj hunting down as Rasmussen picks up a 3 second in P8.
A lot of 3 seconds in the last 2 laps.
Every car though still running around the track. No DNF so far.
Bit surprised with that. Was expecting
at least to make a move through Stowe again. Fox Johnson once again covering the inside, but Balaj looking to take a tighter line here. Maybe thinking about getting him through to Vale. But no doing. Fox Johnson maintains the lead for another lap.
See, they really are just sticking around that 3 to 4 tenths gap.
They are. As Hamadir now with Piper have dropped Housley off the back. Housley trying to make their mediums last, but I think they might be falling off now. As further back it's Marquinhos and Chappers still tightly packed together. But we're going to go back to the lead because Balaj is looking very close still to Fox Johnson.
He's lost actually a bit of time there. Of course, he's made it back with the help of DRS. But if there was no DRS, I don't think Balaj would be in the DRS range of Alex anymore.
I think they're running different wings, possibly.
They have to be.
And Marquinhos and Chappers Chappers, meanwhile, we missed it, but Chappers has done Marquinhos. Chappers up to P7. Reserving for Williams of being rented out to AlphaTauri as they don't currently have any Tier 1 drivers. As Britain's in the pits again. Britain has returned to the pits.
Could
you find out if he needs wing damage?
I'm looking. We didn't see him spin.
No, there was no
He
yellow
could
flag.
be retiring.
I hope not.
But he's changed to mediums. Yeah,
No,
Britain's changed to mediums.
Balaj now looking very racy, trying to go around the outside on Vale. No doing it though. Fox Johnson holding the inside tightly as I've got 2 hydrates to do.
You do them as Max Housley dips into the pits. Chappers as well.
So Marquinhos
and Marquinhos staying out.
What tire is Marquinhos on? He's on the hard or the medium?
Mediums. Just like Housley and Chappers.
So we've had some of them go in on lap 10, some of them come in on lap 12, 13. But
we also have a Lart in P14 on the mediums.
Okay, but meanwhile, the important battle here is... Oh, there's a yellow flag there.
It's a yellow flag for Rasmussen, I believe.
Has he spun it, possibly?
No, he's still going. I believe he might have gotten a big snap. But I couldn't see it.
But the front 2 now are really... Are they making gaps on Hamadir? Is Hamadir keeping up the pace? It seems like...
3 seconds for Xenius as well.
I hate to see that. But I'd like to point out, Hamadir has kept that gap at 2.7 seconds as Balaj fighting with the car through Magus and Beckett's there. Loses a little bit of time. But you have the DRS
seems to be on potentially the end of his tire's life range.
As a lot of people want Ballas to get this dub in chat. He's hunting down Fox Johnson. As
This is true.
both of them are going to have a Britain coming up ahead. Ironically, Britain in Britain. There's a yellow flag for Britain actually. Has he run wide?
He has.
Oh no.
I'm not sure if he's spun or if he's just letting everyone through. He
Picked up a 10 seconds, which is a big question.
Yeah.
He moved out the way, which is good on him. But meanwhile now, it's Marquinhos is now coming to the pit, so Byland has gone up to P6.
Marquinhos was looking to, do you reckon Marquinhos staying out one more lap will pay off for him?
I reckon it's going to be Chappers who's going to come out in front of him, as we're going to switch to Chappers now, as this battle isn't closing in. Is Chappers
making the move on Xenius.
Side by side, as I'm getting a lovely camera angle for this. Psych. Chappers up into 13th, and it's now the race versus... But Marquinhos coming out of the pits. Has Marquinhos made this overcut work? And Marquinhos comes out ahead of Chappers. The overcut for Marquinhos has worked wonders. As Piper picks up a second, 3 second.
That's 6 seconds in total for Piper.
It is. Oh, and Marquinhos gets a big snap on them cold hards, and it's going to be Chappers looking to make a move down the straight. He's going to hit the 3 wide. Oh, it's very close. Xenius round the outside.
We're good.
Chappers.
We're good. Side by side, Xenius and Chappers.
Xenius. A little bit of bumping and banging. But
Xenius catching his elbows out. He's not giving up without a fight.
That was what a move. As meanwhile, Fox Johnson's gone into the pits as Balaj sets the fastest lap.
Balaj is doing what Marquinhos did on the mediums. He's staying out for one more lap, it seems.
Piper and Fox into the pits. Dirk, Hamadir, and Dirk, Balaz, and Hamadir. I don't know why I've called him Dirk. Huizenveld, Hamadir, and Balaz stay out.
Ule also staying out. Woudenberg as well.
And we got yellow flags.
We see
Britain retired in the pits.
Britain retired, yeah.
But look at that move from Xenius. He had the cojones to make it work.
See, Alart with the yellow flag. He spun and damaged his wing. He spun again. Put in the wall.
Mud. Alart in the mud.
Well, that was unfortunate race for Alart.
As Britain sadly DNF in this race in P19, but it's going to be Balaz leading Hamadir by 3.4. Balaz really putting his pedal to the metal. You could say it's hammer time. As meanwhile, Davies or Wyland hasn't pit, and neither has Ule. And then it's going to be Woudenberg who also hasn't pit. So Fox is the leader of those who have pitted, with Molo behind him on the hards. So Fox keeping ahead of the yellow flags. And it looks like Alart again.
Alart. Yeah, Alart
Balaz now in the pit.
Through.
Hamadir staying out. Dirk also into the pit.
Dirk's dipping in.
So Hamadir is
now
your race
leader.
Will
dip in? Byland is also staying out.
Byland stays
so
out.
is Woudenberg.
And Alart is very slow here.
And Ule.
So, people deciding different lengths. We still haven't had a safety car. Well done, boys.
It's true. That is true. Very good for keeping it clean.
As now it's going to be Hamadir, Byland, Ule. Woudenberg is out in front.
Does Balaj get out ahead of Alex?
This is the important one. They're side by side and he doesn't.
Does not indeed.
Lap, meanwhile. Hawkins
very close. However, yeah, as Hawkins has gotten ahead of Dirk after coming out of the pits.
That's over a second actually. The undercut has played wonders. That would not be good for Hamadir though. Hamadir, who currently has no one around with the clear air, has really got to push hard because the undercut seems to not be working.
Yeah, Byland is currently sitting P2. The top 4 runners currently have not pit.
And Hamadir is the one who's probably the most in contention. It's 17 seconds to P2 of Byland.
That is true. Hamadir is now in the pits. He's got in a 5 second.
He's sped in the pits. So now it's going to be, where is Hamadir coming out?
We'll have to wait. I
of
reckon
Fox Johnson
Hamadir
and Balaj.
might come out ahead of Alex or in between Balaj and Alex.
Balaj has been gaining on Fox Johnson though this lap, as now Ule is not in the pits actually. Ule looking to go even longer. We know Ule likes doing some different
That is true.
strategies.
Ule has made very different strategies work.
Fox Johnson now sets the fastest lap, and Allard has left the session. So it's going to be Ule who now leads.
Sadly.
The tier 2 current leader on points.
Hamadir has dropped to P6 after the pit.
But Ule
just ahead of Piper. Hey, go ahead.
Ule, who's currently leading the tier 2 drivers championship, is leading a lap around Silverstone in tier 1.
That is true.
Is currently leading. Woodenberg hasn't pit, and then it's Fox Johnson and Ballas who have caught up to the back of Woodenberg already.
Ule, who was a bit of actually a last moment snatch for Ferrari, is making it work so far.
As Woodenberg here has got Fox Johnson and Ballas hunting him down.
It is true. Woodenberg with them old hards.
He's slowing down the front too. This is
Casper's 3 second.
Ballas might be eyeing up Fox Johnson here as he's stuck behind the Alfa Romeo of Woodenberg. Woodenberg looks to defend
Alex
the inside.
go for a move?
Round the outside of Stowe possibly.
Oh, he makes it. Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, he makes the move easy with them fresh tires. Let's see though, Balaj side by side with Woodenberg, and he makes the move going into the last few turns.
So the front two have got past Woodenberg, who hasn't yet to pit.
It's true. Ule is now in the pits. Woodenberg is still out. Surely Woodenberg goes to softs.
He's got to be looking to go to softs. So what I'm hearing as well in the real life is K-Mag is on pole.
What?
But meanwhile, back to our race. It's Fox Johnson leading Balaj. Woodenberg is going to now be dragged along by the DRS on his old hards. And it's going to be Molo, his teammate. And Ule
has... But, oh my god!
What's happened?
What? There was a big snap and Marquinhos gone wide. Bit of contact between Marquinhos and Xenius.
I believe.
Or was it Byland?
I think Ule has retired from the race so he can go have drinks with his friends.
Ah.
But back to the front because Balaj is all over the back of Fox Johnson here. Surely he's going to make the move go. And here we go. Balaj now. Fox Johnson looks to defend the inside, but Balaj, no issue at all, breezes past Fox Johnson. But Balaj is flashing on the rear already.
It's true. Is Alex flashing is the question.
I hope not. He's 15.
Let's find... okay. Woodenberg has dipped into the pits, finally.
So Balaj now leading Fox
Fastest
Johnson.
lap for Balaj.
Balaj was rapid that lap. As Molo's in P3, Piper P4, Hamadir P5. Let's have a look at the penalties though that people have. And it's going to be Molo with a 5 second, Piper with a 6 second, Hamadir with a 5 seconds, and Hawkins with a 3 second. Hawkins is 5 seconds behind these three. So he'd be really hoping for a safety car, I assume. Meanwhile, Xenius and Nick Mangano are battling further behind as Xenius is in the pit, so he must have received damage from Marquinhos.
Yeah, he had a bit of a incident with Marquinhos. I wasn't able to catch it very well.
Molo on the hards. I'd like to point out Molo is on the hards. Piper and Hamadir on mediums, hunting down Molo as we speak.
A bit more on that Xenius Marquinhos incident. It was going into turn 3 that they had a bit of... I think one of them went up the inside and might have just outbroken themselves a bit too much.
But we're going to go back to this battle for third currently because the three of them, Hamadir is looking very racy in the back of Piper.
He is. See, Hamadir looking very close to Piper. Will he go for a move? Piper's light is flashing, sorry.
And Housley's a bit of a train forming behind him now.
It's true, the British Express.
But back to this battle. As
see, Caspers makes a move on Chappers on the hanger straight.
His former
that is true.
Hopefully he flicked him the bird while driving past just for the banter.
Doesn't look like he did, although he might have. Chappers doesn't seem to be giving out without a fight.
Balaj
As
is,
Rasmussen gets a 3-second in P15, sorry.
and there's a hydrate has been redeemed. Before I... Oh, no. Oh, no. Alright, before I do these hydrates, Jeff, I'm going to pop to the bathroom. I'll leave you to commentate what I believe the battle is for P3.
Lovely, so we will watch Molo then. In that case, as we see the three of them getting onto the Lewis Hamilton straight just before Cops. Slipstream doesn't seem to be much of an effect in the game, sadly, as we see Hamadir run wide, losing a bit of time on the back of Piper. Hopefully he can make it back through Maggots and Beckett as they now approach the DRS straight of Hanger straight, sorry. As we see Piper open up his DRS flap, trying to catch up on the back of Molo. He seems to be doing it. He is not going to go for a move into Stowe. Will he look to make a move on these last few turns? He does not seem to be. They now go onto the pit straight. Piper has dropped back on the back of Molo a bit, and it's allowed Hamadir to just catch up back to Piper again.
Someone has redeemed 24 hydrates.
Alright, you enjoy those because I don't have my drink anymore.
You commentate what's going on. We're going to switch to Housley because Hawkins has got past him, and it's all yours, Jeff.
It is true. As we see Housley trying to... Actually, Dirk is really close to Housley. Dirk looking for a move on Housley. Housley leaves the door open just slightly, which allows Dirk to go for the move. They're side by side going onto the Luffield tray, and Dirk is spun on the exit. Don't believe there was much of it, but the camera was very funky and I wasn't able to get a good view of it.
There's a good replay of Dirk just...
Yeah, my camera was a bit funky.
Dirk.
I think it was just him binning it though, yeah.
It was Dirk needing a bath. We're going to go back to P3, 4 and 5 now because this is the closest battle.
See.
I'm going to prepare more drinks.
You do that as we see Hamadir catching up to Piper. Hamadir might have the opportunity to make a move as Piper actually looks to make a move on Molo on the outside. Doesn't make the move stick as we see a yellow flag for Rasmussen who's going into the pits as he retires actually. And let's see, Molo, once again the same thing as last lap has happened. Molo has gained on Piper going through the start of his lap. As Rasmussen sadly leaves the session. Now into turn 3, turn 4, are going to be getting onto the straight now. I keep forgetting what the straight is called, so you're going to have to forgive me.
I've done
as we see...
They're on the Wellington straight.
Thank you, I keep forgetting it.
Eyeing up the back of him.
This is true. See Hamadir really close to the back of Piper now. Will he go? Will he look to make a move on the Hamilton straight? Well, Piper does seem to have the lower wings, which is allowing him to stay ahead of Hamadir. So we see Xenius, or Bylan, sorry, make a move on Chappers, which is...
P10 is points.
Yes, that is true. That was just before the Hamilton straight. Let's see. Hamadir Piper, it seems like they keep losing the times in the same parts of the track, which is Maggots and Beckett's, and then both of them drop off the back of Molo at the end of the lap.
Molo is going to be holding on for that podium position. The penalty is going to be big because they've got
It's
5,
true,
6 and 5.
Marquinhos with the 3-second now.
This has not been a good race for Haas, unlike in real life.
What do you mean qualifying?
Yes, I mean qualifying, but same difference as these three still battling tooth and nail.
See,
Either taking a tighter line. Hamadir looking maybe to get a little bit of a better exit here, actually.
This has happened the last few laps. He was very close on the straight, but this time he is closer. He is going to go for a move on Piper. up the
inside of
inside, and he
lines.
makes the move cleanly. Piper will look to potentially clap back.
These
but
guys
he
on
doesn't.
5 and 6 second penalties respectively as well. So Piper, who has the 6 seconds, the two in front on 5 seconds, so this is detrimental for Piper. As meanwhile, Housley and Hawkins are still very much tooth and nail, and Caspers has got past Dirk. As we're going to switch now to the battle for first, because Fox Johnson has been gaining on the back of Balaj.
He has. He's just a bit far back to actually look for a move into Stowe. But he's definitely catching up. He still has 3 laps, well, 3 1/4 of a lap to do it.
Not even 3 laps. As meanwhile, Hamadir's past Molo. Hamadir has got past Molo.
He has indeed. We fully missed it watching Alex.
That was your job, Jeff.
Well,
Yes.
Shut up.
As here they go now, as they cross the start-finish line. As Hooseveldt has done Caspers, but he gets a little bit of a snap. And it looks like Caspers is going to be side by side through Vale. Maybe a little switchback possibly.
Oh my God, Piper Molo just had a big incident. Molo gets spun around by Piper.
We missed that on the stream. But
I think Molo might have broken too hard or just gotten a bad exit, and Piper's just fully collected him.
So now Hamadir, with no one around him, might look to close in on the fresher mediums. As meanwhile, Fox Johnson and Balaj are still battling. Fox Johnson will want to win at his home track, but Balaj wants to show he's the dominant Tier 1 driver. But Fox Johnson was mightily close there. He's a little bit closer than normal, but he gets a much worse exit.
He is. Just the exit alone has lost him a few thousands.
A few thousand?
Or hundreds, rather.
He lost the 10th.
Yeah. See.
Could you follow what's going on between Caspers and Dirk Hooseveldt?
I am watching that as well, yeah. So we see now going on to the hangar straight, they will be. Caspers will have the DRS. He is losing a bit of time through Maggots and Beckett's, but the DRS is winning him back the time as he now makes the move just before Stowe and slots into P8 casually without much of a fight.
As we switch now back, as Dirk maybe thought about going back through Vale, but thinks better of it.
He might look. I don't think he will make a move before turn 3.
They're battling for P8 here. We've got to remember Caspers has a penalty as well, though.
That is true. Dirk might not go as hard counting on the penalty.
I'm on 10 of the 24 done.
Oh God!
Cheers, Monk, for that.
Those are all of his points.
They're coming up to Cops now. Fox Johnson within 310. Oh no! Why?
Oh, is there more?
There's more being redeemed. But meanwhile, it's Balaj and Fox Johnson. Still very close. Balaj through Maggots and Beckett's.
Fox Johnson once again has lost some time through Maggots and Beckett's. But he is much closer this time. He is going to go for a move on into Stowe on the outside of Balaj.
And he's ahead.
He is currently slightly bit ahead, but they are side by side going to these last few turns. Alex is getting his elbows out. He is not going down without a fight as he goes wide going into the last turn, but he is now ahead of Balaj
with one
on the pit straight.
Fox Johnson
last lap shootout for them. Surely Balaj goes for a move here. He does not.
He might be
looks to make maybe a switchback.
Fox Johnson will be
no switchback, but he is setting himself up for a better exit.
This is his home track. It's Fox Johnson versus Kevin Balaj. This is the shootout we've been wanting, and we're finally getting it in the 6th race.
No room to make a move here. Alex is keeping his elbows out. He is not letting him through, but he has the hanger straight.
The dangerous section. The
hanger straight will be where I think the move will be decided.
We're coming through Woodcote. Fox Johnson taking a very tight line, and then looks to cover off Balaj through Cops. Cops, it goes down to 2/10 the gap as we're going to now come through Maggots and Beckett's. Who can line up Maggots and Beckett's better as we come through Maggots? And now we're going to come through Beckett.
See,
and then we're going to come through Chapel. As we're now going to come onto the Hangar Straight. And Balaj is within 2.5 tenths. So Balaj, Fox Johnson will look to cover the inside as we're going to now come through. So Balaj goes onto the grass.
God, off the track he goes. Balaj goes off track and Balaj spins. Contact between them going into Stowe.
Oh my!
That was a bit of an Alex Albon moment.
Oh, and it's gonna be Balaj is falling behind Hamadir with a 5 second, and Fox Johnson takes the win on the checkered flag. But what's that gonna?
Wow, 20 seconds for Hamadir.
Hey yo, that's probably gonna get overturned, possibly.
Hamadir got 20 seconds for ignoring yellow flag.
How is he currently in P3?
What the hell has just happened?
That was insane.
What the hell?
Balaj dipping almost all 4 wheels onto the grass.
Wow.
To make the move on Fox Johnson. Talk about on the edge of your seat racing. As Hawkins come home P4, Piper 5th, Molo 6th, Husenveld 7th, Byron 8th, Casper's 9th, Hamadir 10th with that 20-second penalty.
Alex was not giving up without getting his elbows out.
It's going to be a very contentious one, I can tell you that much.
Yeah.
It was a heroic move by Balaj. I'm not looking forward to the
ticket.
But Marquinhos rounds out the finishing card. What a final lap we just had, ladies and gentlemen. And we've still got to do
the
interviews. But meanwhile, don't forget your driver of the day vote. Exclamation mark vote 1 for your driver of the day, as I've still got more hydrates to do. What an insane race we just had. I hope you're ready to get the timing board, Jeff, and do it correctly.
I am, yep. I am preparing.
But here's Fox Johnson, your current race winner of Silverstone. Ballas P2 and Housley P3. Almost certainly that 20-second might get overturned. As Hamadir got slapped with a 20 seconds penalty out of nowhere.
Wow.
But here we go. Fox Johnson sprays the champagne. Oh.
Very eventful race.
It's going to be a very contentious one. As we're going to get ready now for the... as I don't even get time to look at it myself. But here we go. There is your race order. What a race, ladies and gentlemen. We've still got the interviews to go.
Jesus Christ, that race.
That was an intense race. Ballas and Fox Johnson run each other very close the whole way. Can we get a sheesh in the chat? Because damn! That was an insane one. Absolute insanity. I've still
let's hope one of the Williams comes up for an interview this time.
Yes, let's hope. It'll be very nice. As thank you. That name is a madness.
This is something you cannot read.
Domonokos. I'm going to butcher the pronunciation, but thank you for the follow. As we're going to get ready to go live on air. Whew, what a race, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to give the drivers a little bit of time to come into the chat. Everyone keep it nice and PG, please, because, damn. Hopefully we might get an interview from Ballas today as well. It would be nice.
We can hope.
We can hope. We haven't had one yet. I'm really hoping for a Balaj interview. Gonna give the drivers a little bit more time to make their way here.
It's true. I still can't believe the 20-second penalty.
Whew, that was intense. That was really, really intense. I didn't even see who got fastest lap.
It was Marquinhos.
Marquinhos fastest lap, so no fastest lap point for anyone.
That is true. Yep.
We're still waiting for P1 to come, but meanwhile we're gonna throw it down to P2 isn't here either, so we've got no one to throw it down to currently. P3 isn't here either.
I think I'd say maybe let's bring off Hamadir first if he wants to
Hamadir,
speak.
Would you like to come up?
Come on up.
Yes, hello.
Hello. That 20
yeah,
seconds is going to be contentious.
that 20 seconds is rigged. Yeah, it's going to get removed. The 5 seconds will stay because that was just my stupidity, but the 20 seconds are going to get removed. I'm absolutely certain.
Silverstone, once again, never letting up on how much it performs in this league. Insanity is...
We keep the no safety car record on this track. At least in Tier 1.
There was moments where it wasn't as clean, but you guys managed to stop any safety car coming out, and what a race we had. Talk us through yours.
Well, let's start where it started with quali, which was shit, so we're gonna skip that. I just lacked a lot of pace in quali. I just couldn't get a good lap together. My PB was like a 26.8, so I perhaps could have got maximum P5. But yeah, quali is just my big weakness. And yeah, after that was just I wanted to start on the hards, which I did, which turned out to be very good. It's like the better strategy, and I was able to keep with one of the medium runners, Texico, my teammate from Monza. That was good keeping behind him, and then I had a lot of battles with Piper, which, at the start he just let me by in the first stint, because it only got spicy after pitting. I probably should have pit on the same lap as Balazs, because I dropped way behind a couple of guys. But yeah, I was behind Piper after pitting, and I was just waiting for him to pass the hard runner, because we should have had a lot more pace, but he wasn't able to get past. I tried to make a few dummies to pressure him into making a move, and then I just got past him eventually after he took too long. And then I got Texico as well, or Molo I think he's called, and that's I thought that was a P3, but then I heard the contact that the top two had, Alex and Balazs, from the whole straight back, or 7 seconds back. I heard the contact. Must have been something pretty hefty, I think. And then
Balazs went for a hero move. He dipped 2.5, at least 60% of his car onto the grass to go up the inside for Stowe. It was something we've never seen before. It was Nico Rosberg, Lewis Hamilton vibes.
Yeah, it didn't pay off, because then he was off track, caused yellow, and I was just going past at racing speed. And then when I was at the apex of Stowe, that's where you start to really understeer out onto the curb, and he started to rejoin at 45-degree angle to the racing line. And since I was understeering, I could almost didn't evade his rejoin. I went to the right of him, and I got an illegal overtake for that, which I thought, it's bullshit, because he just made a dangerous rejoin and kept position, so I'm fairly certain this is going to get removed 20 seconds, so that would be P3, depending on whether Balazs gets a penalty for the unsafe rejoin.
And you seem to have there's battles throughout the track, but you seem to have one of the liveliest battles with Piper and Molo for a good part of that second stint.
I was just... as I said, I was just staying behind Piper, because I thought, it would be stupid for the two medium runners to battle and let the hard runner get away. But he wasn't able to get past. I think he was just lacking the pace, and so I just passed him instead, and then the Alfa Romeo as well.
And then you sent it up the inside of Stowe on him, and that was.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. Like, no, it was Brooklands.
Brooklands, you did it. You did one
Yeah,
of them on
Brooklands.
Stowe.
Yeah, that's where he let me pass. I don't think he thought that too much because he figured I had more pace and could get us further in this race.
Do you think you might have had the pace to compete with the top two if you wasn't caught where you was in qualifying?
Yeah, if I have the quali pace, I certainly have the race pace. It's just the quali pace where I'm lacking.
Lots of practice for you then, lad. And the next one
Yeah,
is
lots to learn.
The claustrophobic Baku.
Oh yeah.
Oh god.
Are you looking
Don't think
forward to Baku?
I haven't properly driven on the track, but I'll definitely need to get my quali pace there sorted out because I don't want to start in the midfield, not on that track.
It might report ill for Baku.
Let me just get. I've got a lot of hydrate still to redeem, so.
Get him down.
Anyway, Baku next. You need to get that quali pace up. You're saying anything else you'd like to add though before we go to P1?
Not really.
Okay, well, thank you very much for joining.
Thank you for having me.
Max, please don't.
No worries.
Please don't. Not today. I beg. Alright, we're going to go now to Fox Johnson. Fox.
Bonjour. Bonjour, hello.
P1. Battle to the nail with you and Balaj. You both were interchanging who was leading the race. And it came down to the final corner on Stowe.
It's not really the final corner.
No, the final lap on Stowe. I'd like to point out Monk redeemed 24 hydrates.
Oh, monkey legend. I love you.
Yeah, I made a bet with Harris that if Kmart got pole, I would redeem all my points worth of hydrates.
Oh. But yes.
Yeah, I mean, it was a hell of a race. A lot of respect for Balaj. We went side by side in a few corners. Had a lot of side by side action. Unfortunately, we made contact at Stowe. I think he went for a stupid move. I could have left more room, but in my defence, I didn't change my line. So, I think overall, it was a lot of fun to race him and to get my first win of the season on my home track. Very, very happy. So, just very, very happy.
Talk us through that start of the race, because you was on the hards and you jumped Hawkins like you was down an alleyway and you just mugged him, basically.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that hard to do. He's not known for having the best starts and he's not known for having the best races, but yeah, I got a very good start. I obviously had the slipstream from Balaj, so that really helped getting away from the rest of the pack, and then us two just seemed to pull away, and we were in a race of our own really, and like I said, it was a lot of fun.
And it was very, very close to being a 3-horse race. Caspers was on your inside, and then next minute he just took a too tight a line and lost the car, sadly, in the early laps. And
yeah, I'm not sure what it is with the Alpine, but anyone who drives it likes to spin.
That's a good point. Chappers did not spin, and he was in an AlphaTauri today. He was in a different car, and he didn't spin.
He does have a point.
It's the Jehovah's will curse.
Exactly. But yeah, overall fun race, and to win at my home track. I obviously missed out last season, but to win at Silverstone, and especially with the race that I had, it was a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed it. So hats off to Balaz. He really gave me a race today, but I think overall you capitalise when you can, which I did.
And Baku, will we expect to see you on the grid on Baku?
Yes, you will. Probably at the back, because I have no pace around that track.
In the back of Baku.
Yes. Well done, Luke. That was a really hilarious joke. But yeah, hopefully I can replicate it next week, but I doubt I will because it's not one of my strong tracks.
But anyway, an amazing race from yourself, and it was brilliant to see you and Balaj battling it out. And good luck in a week's time now.
Cheers. GG's guys, and well done to Hammer on the podium.
So there isn't any there's no Balaj about, sadly. So we're gonna go up to provisional P3, which is Max Housley.
Hello.
Hello, Max.
Hello.
Provisional P3 with Hamadir getting mugged for 20 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, didn't really have time to practice, so not bad P4. I don't know why everyone keeps getting penalties. I mean, it's pretty much gifting me points going off the track. But yeah, P4 for doing nothing.
Sadly, not involved in that battle ahead. It was a monumental battle. You had a few little battles of your own, though, going through the field.
Yeah, people overtook me pretty easily, and then 4G lost his rear and I overtook him again. I mean, yeah, just stuck within the penalties, and I don't know how much seconds Piper had because I was pretty far behind him, but finished ahead, I guess.
I believe it was 6.
6? That's more than that, surely. Well, I don't know. Probably 8 or something stupid, but you know, if you all just keep it on the track, then I'll probably just get P7 constantly. But yeah, that's everyone else's choices, and I'll just get from it. Yeah, pretty boring race.
But again, you still putting your name about there. P3, possibly P4 if Hamadir's 20 seconds gets removed.
Yeah.
Can't be too disappointed with that. Solid points
No,
again.
no. Quite happy.
And back in your cage for practice, I'm assuming.
No, because I've got more exams this week, and next week. I mean,
to be a child.
And it's Azerbaijan as well, so it's not like I'm gonna do any good there.
And the walls have eyes and mouths, supposedly in Azerbaijan.
I'm gonna get eaten by the walls.
I've still got 10 hydrates to do.
I'll give you 37 if you want. I've just got another.
Can we at least save that for Sunday?
Alright, I think next time we need a phase cam at the end of the stream proving you're doing the amount of hydrates. Because poor Mung. Yeah, there's no comment on that. Anyways.
I need to get more Coke.
Yeah, enjoy the Coke.
And
enjoy the Coke as well.
Well done. P3 provisionally, possibly P4. Well done, though.
And it will be P4, yeah. Cheers. Enjoy the cock.
The what?
Yeah. He said the cock.
Mother. Anyway, we're gonna go now to, I believe Hawkins is the highest finisher with his hands up. So we'll invite Hawkins up. 4G, hello. P2 qualifying. You're looking really rapid in qualifying. You just got to learn to keep that back end under control. Stop throwing it out there, lad.
Mate, it's the Alpine. What you want from me?
you got to stop throwing that.
It's true. Okay, I dare anyone to go drive the Alpine and try and survive an entire race. It's impossible.
I'll rent you, Jeff.
Huh?
I'm joking. But yes, where did you finish in the end? It was a big jumble. P4, probably P5 after the
penalties.
Penalties done because Hamadir got a very questionable 20 seconds.
You
can't be too displeased with that, although not quite where you started. Still missing a little bit of race pace. Do you think you're going to be able to find it by the end of the season?
Yeah, believe it or not, I think this is actually one of the best results for Alpine since Australia.
Australia?
Yeah, which was like 5 weeks ago.
P9 and P4, which is probably going to be P5 and P10.
No, P3 and P7 is what we got in Australia, but it's the best.
No, I'm saying today.
Oh yeah, because of the penalty, the 20 seconds.
Let's be fair, insane 20 seconds I've ever seen given.
We got unlucky in the quali. Both of us lost out on our laps, and we were both like up on our times. So we would have, both jumped a couple spots. Like I would have gone P1, he would have gone up to P3, I believe. Which was quite good, to be quite honest. In the race, obviously, I'm bad at starts. Don't know what's going on with that. Fucking used to be good. Oh well, fuck it. But I was watching the Formula 1, the quali. So I lost interest halfway through the race and kept making mistakes.
I'm aware of the quali results because someone redeemed all of their hydrates because they made a bet.
Yeah, I'm very surprised on who got pole. I don't know if anyone wants to be spoiled.
Would you be able to tell me quickly?
Kevin Magnussen is on pole for the Brazilian sprint.
Where did Lewis come?
Oh, fuck.
Lewis fan, Lewis.
Quite low down.
P6, I think.
Yeah,
Oh,
P6.
Oh,
Loser.
It
Anyway,
was
anyway,
very
'cause
fun.
Chappers is gonna moan at me if I say
Every time I made a mistake in the race, it's because something was happening in the quality and it distracted me.
Well,
So
lesson learned for 4G Hawkins. Don't watch the
Mate,
race when you're racing.
we survived. That's all that matters.
You
we
did.
have no
No
damage.
DNF. No DNF
And
fees.
no damage either.
Louis P8.
Fuck.
Ugh.
There's no damages either for Alpine at all.
Oh my!
So-
This is
First
you
first
got a new
weekend, no
TP. Well, don't say that. First tier 1 race, because you still
So
got tier
far.
2 and 3 to go, and I
Yeah.
don't know who you got driving in tier 2 and 3.
we only have 2 drivers, so
So
we only
far,
have a tier
life
1 and
is
tier 3.
life is looking up so far without Chappers. It seems.
Yeah, Alpine's no longer poor, by the way. We're actually quite decent off right now. And we've had no damage in this race. Yeah, a couple spins. You know, we'll iron that out, but no damage.
You
Really
and Cas-
important.
You and Casper's for a while had not full bar connection with the track, to say. Still 4G,
Oh, fuck.
but not running on maximum bar connection, to say
Well,
at least.
Still
I
not
have-
5G.
I have proper Wi-Fi now, so I don't use mobile data anymore. It's great.
So you're no longer 4G, you're now Wi-Fi. It's Wi-Fi Hawkins.
5 gigahertz or something like that, isn't it?
I couldn't
What do I
resist
call
the
it?
joke. Are you
Funny stuff.
fiber?
Yeah,
It's Fiber Hawkins.
Fiber Hawkins now.
That's what the F stands for in his name, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway,
I was about-
Azerbaijan next.
I was about to say that's what the F stands for.
That's
Azerbaijan
Stupid.
next. How do you feel for Azerbaijan?
I love Azerbaijan. I think it's a really good circuit.
So are you going to spin?
Probably, but I'll try not to.
Rule 1. Don't spin.
It's okay.
You could
The
win.
wall. The wall.
You say you
will
don't
catch
spin, but one, I'm in an Alpine that's cursed, and two, you know, I have a habit of
Spinning.
putting the throttle on a little bit too early sometimes.
Just ease your foot in. Don't put your foot all the way down straight away.
Oh,
You'll be
shit.
fine, lad.
I'm actually looking forward to all the rest of the tracks. They're all good.
Ooh. Was you not looking forward to this one then?
No, this was my best circuit. 21.
I mean, it's got a nice big runoff area as well. So if you do spin, you've got the runoff area to save you.
Yeah, no damage for Alpine. I'm loving
Exactly. Results.
it. Also, screw Chappers left me in the mud. Thank you. Appreciated.
Talking of Chappers, Chappers is the next driver we're pulling up.
Yeah,
I
that's
believe.
what I'm
Who
saying.
came higher? I need to work out who came higher, Chappers and Davies. It will be Chappers that we're going to bring up.
Oh, Molo. Might know.
It is.
Davies
No, we're going to
finished
bring
with
Davies
points.
up next. So, thank you very much for joining us up here today, Hawkins. Good luck in a week's time. And we're going to go to Boyland.
Yeah.
Boyland. Thank you very much, Hawkins. And have a good rest of your night. And now to Boyland. Hello. Boyland, formerly known as Davies.
Yep.
I believe that is
P9.
P9.
Amadeo will get his penalty away
So,
for sure. Still a really good result. Fighting my
Points?
way from the back, 17th to 9th. Still great.
Jeff, I'm going to let you do this interview because I need to go get something.
Okay.
Yep.
Right. What do you make of your race today?
It was great. I think I clearly have the pace today.
So, I forget. You did a lap extra compared to everyone else on your tires before you pit.
Yeah, 2 laps actually.
Seems to have paid off. It got you some
Clearly.
it's points at least.
The hards were like 70 something at the end of that stint. Same with the mediums I put
Sorry,
on.
70%.
Yeah,
Oh
only.
my god.
That was little, to be fair. I could have gone on for at least 2 more laps.
Jesus. Okay. Well, you are. Well, we can see there's some big steps to be made from tier 3 to tier 1.
I bet it's traction
Well,
control.
going to Baku.
Yeah.
How do you feel for Baku?
I don't like tracks with too many walls.
Most people don't. There is rumors saying that the Maus do have teeth, so they might bite you if you crash. So be careful.
And don't put a diamond in the front of the car.
Okay. um. What do you think of the? Fuck. Oh, my brain has
Yep.
stopped working.
Yep.
Have you got anything else to add? Sorry.
Great racing I had with Champas there. It was something that pissed us off in the Red Bull a little bit today, but we move on.
Well, at least P8 is something to build from. So
P9.
P9.
It will
My
be.
apologies. Sorry.
It will be P9.
Hey, let's not have any nudity on this stream, please. Let's not talk about P9.
Okay.
What the
P8.
fuck? Cringe.
Yeah.
Sorry. I think this is the joke.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Well.
Brilliant. Okay. Well, unless you got anything else to add, I think
No.
that.
Just a great race.
Well,
I'll lead the
thank you
stage for Champas.
Yeah. Thank you for coming up.
Thank you.
Yeah. Luke, are you back? Because I hate
I'm-
doing these.
I'm back and I'm going to invite Chappers.
Good.
Chappers, no being extra angry
Yeah.
today, please.
I'm
you
not
didn't
angry.
spin. You didn't spin, lad. You kept it on the track.
Yeah, it was alright.
Oh, what a race.
Yeah, just took the first couple of laps to settle in, just started absolutely flooring it, I won't lie.
Must be happy with the result you received as well.
Kinda not. I felt like if I could get my final lap in quali without that fucking snap of oversteer and the hairpin, I'd have been chilling maybe P8, P7 off quali. But it is what it is, and in the race, just chose wrong strategy. Clearly, hard mediums better. It was just annoying. I felt like I was getting held up a lot by slower drivers the whole time. But yeah, it was alright.
But yeah, it's all about how you can battle through this field. If you're getting slowed down, you've got to know where to make the moves.
Yeah, did you at least catch any of my overtakes?
We caught a few of them, don't you worry.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was gonna be very angry.
There was a lot of action going on all around the track, and we made sure
What?
to catch as much as we can.
Did you get my dive bomb into second to last corner?
I can't remember.
Ah, you're a disappointment commentator.
Oi! Oi!
No, but
Anyway.
it was good, man. It was good. Just need to build on it and get further up next time.
And next up, Baku. Well, will we be seeing you in Tier 4, 3, 2?
Nah.
No Tier 2 appearance from Chappers. Now
I'm
a
working.
reserve driver.
Yeah, I'm working for the first time on a Sunday in God knows how long, man.
And you're no longer a TP. How does it feel to be no longer TP?
Good, not have to deal with fucking FIA bullshit every day. But, you know, it's fine.
Language. Child.
Cope.
That's fine.
But you must be happy. I think you've secured points. If
Nah.
I'm not mistaken. No, just outside of the points. But you never know. There could be penalties coming.
Doubt it.
You guys
Yeah.
surprisingly kept it clean. 0 safety cars, and the only people.
Nah,
the only
okay,
DNFs
there definitely should be a safety car. I swear I saw a car on the track about 3 times. It felt
No
like.
car died on track.
That's crazy, actually.
No car died on track today. All the cars died in the pits.
It was fun seeing Ule think he was a torpedo on lap 1 and nearly take out about 3 people. That was funny. I did giggle when I saw that, but yeah.
But will we be seeing you in Baku next week at some point?
Tier 1, yeah, I'm available. It just depends whether or not I can get a seat.
Well,
Tier 2, not sure. Don't have my Sunday shift sorted out yet.
Well, once again, thank you very much for joining us, and we'll see you maybe, possibly next week.
Yeah, I'm off to go and eat my steak. Goodbye.
Enjoy. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's been me, Martin.
And me, Jeff.
Nice voice crack, lad.
Fuck you.
And join us on Sunday for Tier 2 Silverstone. We have the Tier 2 boys racing it out for who can win in Britain. Anyway, thank you very much and goodbye.
You sexy beast.